Alright, today we are back with another video. This is going to be like more of a commentary video on the Ninjago sets that will be releasing January 1st, 2022. Although this YouTube channel isn't really like Ninjago related, it's more of a Star Wars focused. I just think that because I've been a pretty big fan of Ninjago. I have a set from every season, and I actually, even though I don't think these are technically like a season, it's just kind of like more of a little subwave, I think. Yeah, because it's just different. It's not any part of a specific season, but they're just kind of different sub themes. This is a different like kind of sub theme of Ninjago, and I actually really like a lot of these sets. So I'm just gonna be telling you like my quick thoughts on them, and yeah. So let's get into it. So the first set here is Lloyd's Legendary Dragon. This is $70 and it comes out January 1st, 2022 in the United States. I don't know if that's anywhere else, and I'm on lego.com, so these are like official images. These sets, like, these leaked a while back, and like this leaked before the official images, but these are just the official images, and I just was kind of busy, so I never really got to do that, to review it. So this one, I personally don't really like this one. To me, I can see why people would, just because it's like more, wait here, let me find it, just because it's more different than, oh wait, here's a good picture, but it's more different than other ones because it has such a like a big like kind of torso part, and it's like mainframe, and its build like with the arms is just kind of bigger and bulkier. I personally don't like that. I am kind of getting over dragons as like Ninjago things, but I get they're cool, and I get why people like them, and I don't really have, the reason I don't like this is just more personal preference. But I don't think I'll be getting this. I don't really like the set, but it's okay if you can, if you do, and I just don't. The figures are Lloyd, Nia, and these two like snake guys. I don't know if they're like have an official name, but I think these two are, they come in a few other things, so I think they're fine. I really do like their suits, but they come in more sets. So here we scroll down to this one. This is the next one, the Ninja Dojo Temple. This is $100. Oh, 99.99. And again, January 1st. I really love this set. I love this thing so much. I'm gonna be getting it, I think. I'm pretty sure when it comes out. And it's just beautiful. The last temple-ish thing we got that kind of goes back to the older Ninjago days, I believe, was the Monastery of Spinjitzu, which was like the first legacy wave. Like I know the Seabound wave had stuff, and there are other things, but this kind of goes back to the root. This like the roots of Ninjago. This also kind of reminds, oh, whoops. This also kind of reminds me of like, um, I think it was a rebooted season with the over. I forgot what the set was called, but it had like the Overlord in it, and it just kind of reminded like the fortress or whatever. But this set is just beautiful. From like there's another picture of Nia, and although the mech's not my favorite, I feel like this is kind of an add-on. I don't know, 'cause I just feel like you're getting your money's worth and even more in this with like all the figures that are included, and just like it kind of has the cave underneath there. I love the pixel figure. I love that we're getting hair for it. Kai. Um, I love their new suits. Again, the mech. It's not my favorite, but I'll take it. I like it. Um, yeah, with that Cole figure, that looks great. Oh wait, here's the lineup. They're just all perfect. I love the Wu figure. These two, I think they come in other sets. I don't know, but they seem fine. You get that cool Nia hair. It's new, I think, or last season Seabound. And then just all the figures are beautiful, and I really love the build of it. Of again, just like the architecture, and just everything looks perfect. So I think I love this one, and I will definitely be getting this one. And then the next set is Zane's Power Up Mech Evo, which I mean, I feel like these are. Is this a 4+ set? I don't know. It's not, but it's just ranged towards like younger. Because I feel like I remember someone said that like that's what these were, because it was just kind of like you build it and then you can customize it whatever way. And then I think it's a nice way to kind of get like your Zane minifigure, because if and he wasn't included in the temple, and like me, if you just get the temple, then this is just kind of a nice way to get him. I love I'm starting to like mechs more and more, and I think this is a pretty nice mech for $10. And it comes with him and Zane, so I think it's a pretty solid set overall. So I think I might be getting it if it whatever. Oh shoot, there's the phone. Um, Anywho, I don't know if you hear that or not, but basically here is Jay and Nia's Race Car Evo. I mean, I think this set looks fine. It's just that ah, it's just that I don't think it's not personally like my preference. Like I'm not a big fan of like the cars and like the oversized Ninjago cars, and that's just again my personal preference. It's just an okay set. We don't really get that many helicopters. I think one of the last ones we got was in hunted season, and yeah, it's just the colors on this don't really mix well with me. Actually, I think it mixes fine. I just don't think it looks that good enough. And I do really like I do like the car, but again, it's just not my personal preference. This thing, like this thing is I don't know what other words to describe it other than beautiful. This thing is just it's Voltron. I think that's Voltron. That's that. But anywho, I love this thing so much. As I said earlier, I'm like getting back into mechs, and this thing just is it's what I could wish for. It breaks down into the separate Kai mech, which I think this one's better than the one that came in the monastery because it's just better. This is the J Fire, which I mean it's this one's okay. It's nothing too special. It's okay. I love this thing because it reminds me of the Earth Driller with the two drills, and it's kind of like kneecaps. And then that's like a mini tank. This thing, I love this thing. It also comes with like the Woobot. These were introduced in Seabound in the Bounty, the water one. I forgot the Hydro Bounty, and what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this kind of reminds me of the Tumbler from The Day of the Departed with Zanes, which I do have that, and I'm a big fan of that like kind of tankish thing. And I think with most of these except Jay's, I think these all are pretty solid on their own, but just together combined, it's so beautiful. And it comes with the 4 original Ninja, which again I love all their suits. Some of them are better than others, like Kai's is a little weaker, but hey, it's still pretty good. So I will be getting this thing day one, probably, if I don't run out of money. But that's that. The two of the most expensive ones are my favorites. Go figure. And I think, oh wait, Jay's Thunder Dragon Evo. I don't think for me there's not much to talk about this. It's just another dragon. I don't like the way this one looks at all. Like I said, Lloyd's one was fine, and maybe if it goes on sale like a lot, I might get it. But this one's just, I don't think I'll ever get this one. It's just I don't like the wings. Actually, I think the wings are like a new addition. I don't know if those are a new piece or not, but I just don't like how this looks at all. Like, yeah, that doesn't work with me with the 4 legs and the wings. Wu's Dragon did that. It surprisingly worked for me, but just those usually don't, and just this one doesn't. And I am aware of Lloyd's does that, but I talked about how that one was different. And then here is Lloyd's Race Evo car. This kind of reminds me of the Nightcrawler, I think it was called, from Sons of Garmadon. And as I said earlier, I'm not really a big fan of these oversized Ninjago cars, unless it's like a vehicle like the Ultrasonic Raider or like a Mech or whatever. But this just I don't. It's not my cup of tea. But I guess it's fine with the value. With you get like that little cart and then Lloyd and his car. I think it's a pretty nice looking car. But again, I just don't think I'll ever get it. And I believe. Oh wait, no, there's 2 more. This one is $30. This is Kai's Fire Dragon Evo, and Evolution I think is what it stands for, because you can like build it up and customize it however you want. The figures are fine. These guys come in like every set, but I like this dragon. Now that I look at it, it kind of reminds me of like maybe the original Fire Dragon, even though we just got a legacy for that. I actually think this is a pretty nice dragon. I like the way his ears have like those I forgot what they're called, those things, and the hat part. And with those wings, I think it's a pretty solid set. So I might be getting that if it goes on sale. Or maybe I might just get it. And here is the final set, which is Lloyd's Ninja Mac. This is, I believe, this is the 4 Plus or whatever plus. Yeah, 4 Plus. So for 4 Plus, I think this is definitely better than Jay's Electromech from the Legacy one. It's just more boxy, and as I said, it's more different because it's, that is bigger, like fewer pieces because they're bigger. But I think it's a pretty solid set for a 4 Plus. Although I'll never be getting it, it's just a nice set to talk about. So that's basically my thoughts and my reactions to that. So yeah, I know that was quick and kind of abrupt, but I just figured I could do a quick little video on this while I have the time.